Fine, ja, I can walk all the way over here and all the way over here. It's nice to have floor space. Well, hello glue troopers and welcome back to the Tarbis. So a couple of things. Don Garlits was the name of that fellow I was trying to remember. One of the glue troopers sent me a rather lengthy email getting up to it. When we were talking about dragsters at the live stream, I had that morning I'd been talking to another glue trooper was telling me that there was a driver and I'd forgotten his name, and it was Garlits, who ironically has apparently a museum right down here in Ocala, so I'm going to have to go visit that at some point and post a video when I do. But anywho, yeah, I think it was 73, Garlits was driving a mid-engine dragster, you know, with the cockpit in the rear, and the engine came apart on him. I think it was a flywheel, went to the cockpit and took off a big chunk of his foot. So while he was recovering, he came up with the idea of how to put the engine in the back, and apparently one of the biggest problems they had was the steering ratios. They were way too sensitive on the steering when they short coupled them like that. So he had to he changed all the gearing ratios and got it to work. And now that's, I believe, kind of the norm. So chalk one up for the Garlits. Now, as far as cars go, I did get the Mustang done today. I had a few touch-ups to do on it. It'll be in the Karmer build. A lot of pictures are still coming in for the Karmer build. And normally I do these things, you know, like by date, you know, or kind of follow with theme. And this one, it's already, with the pictures I have, it's over 34 minutes long. So the turnout on this has been fantastic, and so has a lot of the work. So it's not going to be like all cars and all trucks and all armor. It's going to be kind of batches of each, just to sort of mix it up and everything. I thought about go ahead and rearranging it as a, but I was like, you know what? Let's just keep things, you know, a little variety. You know, sports cars, old cars, tanks, trucks, old cars, Jeeps, that sort of thing. So, working on the X13 landing pad, which now has my vote. It's only second place to the, actually no, it has passed the Revell Space Operations Center as the worst kit I've ever built. Only this one I'm going to finish. And the problem that I had with that Space Command Center was twofold. One, the solar panel, the real problem was the solar panels. It was so floppy even when you put it together. So it had this special stand, and one of the glue troopers actually sent a picture. He actually got one done, so he's a better man than I got get done. But at least the parts fit. Also, I didn't have an instruction sheet for it, so I didn't know how everything was supposed to go together, and that was a big part of the deal. If I had had a proper instruction sheet and known how everything was supposed to set up, maybe I could have finished it and gotten it to work. But at least that old Revell Space Command or Space Operations Center, whatever it was, at least it had parts that fit. I mean, it was the excellent Aurora molding, or excuse me, Revell moldings and quality, no flash or anything. This thing is just a crappy kit from the word go, and it's taking me 4 tries to get the ramp and the transporter trailer mated. And even, and then of course the axles were too short, so I had to clip them off, and every time I move it I wound up breaking something. There's no alignment pins. You're just trying to guess where stuff goes. And then it just dawned on me, because I wanted the thing sitting upright like it's ready to launch, and then it dawned on me that with the weight of the airplane on there, it's very possible this thing might topple over, so I may have to glue it to a stand. In fact, I came out to the Tarbis to fish around, see if I had a base plate to put it on. I mean, something that I could glue it to. And just in case, we'll see how that goes, but I don't want to risk breaking anything. I don't want to hang it up there and go, oh, it looks good. So that's where we're at with that. And also, when I get started on that, I know that that's a real investment in time. So when I get started on that one, I want to kind of do it in sections and make several videos out of it. So I hope to get that at some point. I find myself, I have all these things I want to do, but there's only so many hours in a day, and you know, life gets in the way and work and everything else. But I haven't forgotten about any of these things. So I've got the P51s that I want to build for the comparisons of the Profi Pack, and I've got the Hawk Beta 1 that I want to do, and I still want to do the Tom Daniel kit bash. Of course, I'm saying the kit bash of the Dornier that Tom Daniel sent me for when we do our kit bash series. So now I'm just rambling. But just a reminder, you got another day to get your cars and tanks and land vehicles in for the Karma build. The next one will be a ship build. And when I say ship, I mean watercraft. Ship, sub, canoe, Wasserschlepper. I'll even take a flying boat or an chronoplan. So that's where we're at with that. So guys, that's what I have for tonight. I want to thank everybody for all the pictures, the contributions, the emails, the information, all this other cool stuff. It's just, you guys are great. I hope you enjoyed the live stream, and should have got my notes together, but as usual, I got behind, which I am so prone to do. I forgot to mention something when I was doing the earlier recording. I got this green paint to paint some accoutrements on the X13 tower over there. And because it was out in the Tarbis, it was pretty cold and getting a little thick. So I tried popping it in the microwave. And I put it in for 5 seconds, and that warmed it a little bit. So I popped it in for 10 with the lid loose, and this is an acrylic. And at about the 7-second mark on the second go, I heard something make a little noise. So I shut it off, pulled it out. It was nice and warm and liquidy again, and it worked okay. I'm not sure if this was a good idea, but about 7 to 10 seconds in a microwave with the lid loose seems to warm up an acrylic that's gotten really cold. And I know you're supposed to, it's considered a better idea to drop them in a hot water, you know, but I just thought I'd give it a shot, and as an experiment, it sort of worked. Well, I mean, it worked as far as I can tell. It didn't do any damage, but maybe you guys have some input on that. I'm not sure if I'd try it with an enamel. And then again, why not? Still planning a live stream next Saturday night, and that's where we're at for now. So guys, take care of yourselves, and as always, model on.